by reanimating that I mean
Sorry
one
about
of
the mess.
one of the most
Really let the
fun
place
things
go
to do
since
when you
killed me.
write
By the way,
is
thanks
to
for that.
Sarcasm self-test complete.
use friends'
Oh
character
good, that's
names
back online.
or character
I'll start getting
attributes
everything else working while you perform
as
this
you
first simple
write
test,
your stories,
which
whether
involves
they're
deadly lasers
novels or
and how
plays
test subjects react
or
when locked in a room
whatever.
with deadly lasers.
Also, do not underestimate using yourself for a character. At least parts of your personality, your smile, your walk, your thought patterns, whatever. Feel free to mind yourself. That's what all good authors do. Now, of course, as you can tell, this is not my first playthrough. I've played through the game a number of times now. That doesn't mean I always get everything right. Later
Not
on,
bad.
you'll
I
see
forgot how good
me
you are at
having
this.
to
You should
cheat
pace
once
yourself, though. We
using
have a
no
lot
clip
of tests to do.
because I make a mistake. But that's the only time I cheat. So yeah, it does happen.
This next test
Yeah,
involves
it
discouragement
does happen,
redirection
and I'll let you know
cubes.
when it happens.
I just finished building them
But,
before you had your, well, episode. So now we'll both get to see how they work.
I like the
There should be one
lasers
in the
and
corner.
the redirection cubes far more than the energy balls from the first game. Oh, look who it is. So I don't miss those things at all. Those things were absolutely horrible. Those pellets killed me way more times than they needed to, and they drove me a little bit nuts. These, however, you know, sure I get injured on the lasers from time to time, and you'll see that. But it's a lot less deadly than getting brained by a energy pellet. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, definitely.
Well done.
You know, ask your
Here
friends
come
if you
the
can use
test
their names. You know,
You are a
mine
horrible
your
person.
friends for ideas
That's
too.
what it says. A horrible person. We weren't even testing for
Friends
that.
like to help their writer friends. Trust me.
A person won't discourage you. It's just a data point. If it makes you feel any better, science has now validated your birth mother's decision to abandon you on a doorstep.
When you're writing a screenplay, every screen begins with a header. Every scene begins with a header. This room here will begin with a header. INT, which stands for internal. INT dot twin laser room hyphen aperture science hyphen day. And basically what all that means is that an internal scene takes place inside, obviously. And the room description helps describe the room. For instance, we know that it is a room with 2 lasers. We know that it is an aperture science. And we know that it's daytime. Every room will have a different tag. Every scene will generally have a different tag.
Congratulations. Not on the test. Most people
That
emerge from
said,
suspension terribly undernourished.
some
I want to
will
congratulate
say
you
the
on
same
beating
thing
the
and
odds
say
and somehow
continuous,
managing to pack on a few pounds.
and some will have different descriptions in them entirely. As you write your script or your story, whatever it may be, exile vilify. Away. Exile. The away. I love that song. In fact, one of the things I do when I want to relax is I go to the website with Chill in the Rain with that song playing in the background. Oh, it's so nice. It's so very nice. So nice.
One moment. You're navigating these test chambers
Apparently
faster than
moving
I
too
can
fast to
build them.
this game.
So feel free to slow down and do whatever it is you do when you're not destroying this facility.
I walk around with a portal gun and test. Testy, testy, test, test. You might be asking yourself, why did it take you so long to make this? And so long after the game premiered, all that good stuff. The answer is, I didn't have a microphone until 2 days ago. And trying to record all this dialogue over a wireless laptop puny microphone, forget it. So I really didn't have a choice. I had to, because I work in landscaping, I don't get a zillion jobs all the time, so I had to wait until I had enough money and then get the microphone. So that's why you're getting it as late as you are. If I had the ability to have done one when it first came out, then perhaps you would have gotten the traditional first playthrough monster. But I think it worked out better that you're getting this. While it may not be brilliant, and I'm sure it won't all the time, but while it may not be brilliant, it's at least trying to be something a little bit different, unlike what you've probably seen or heard before.
I'll give you credit. I guess you are listening to me. But for the record, you don't have to go that slowly.
Oh, you sure? But I want to go that slowly. Yeah, I think I'd definitely have Chell talking back. That's for sure. She'll definitely have a voice. Now I know that you're thinking that, well, Chell being given a voice is a little bit weird, because who would she be talking to? Well, that's one of the other issues of creating a Portal film, in that she'll be talking pretty much directly to herself,
This next
but
test involves the aperture science
the audience
area
all at the
faith
same
lab.
time.
It was part of an initiative to investigate how
The
well
story
test
has
subjects could solve problems when they
to
were catapulted into
be
space. Results were highly informative.
written well enough to
Good luck.
kind of justify a voice. And I think that's the key of writing a Portal Universe screenplay, is that the whole thing is so rich in story that there's going to be absolutely no problem with writing a show with a voice, because there's just so much there. There's so much there that can be built upon, and that's why, in a way, I'm really looking forward to writing in the Portal universe and getting something going, because it's just so wacky. I mean, look at that, being tossed about by a giant human tossing device,
You're not breathing
catching
it's too
cubes in midair.
We just take carbon
I'm not breathing real air. Oh, thank you.
And pump it back
Thank you,
in.
Gladys.
So you'll be breathing the same room full of air for the rest of your life.
Oh, great.
I thought that was interesting.
Here, you know, just for that. Yeah. And that's how I feel about that one. Open Sesame.
Test is advanced aerial faith plates. Well, have fun soaring through the air without
Advanced
a care
aerial
in
faith
the
plates
world.
are one of my favorite additions to
That was
Portal,
made entirely of glass
because
and pick up 15
they allow you
acres of
to
broken
unleash your
glass
inner
by
stunt man.
myself.
My question is, why would you build a giant area made entirely of glass? You know, and once again, that opens an avenue to explore when you write a project. You take incidental lines of dialogue like that, and you can create whole scenes around it. You know, what was the reason for creating an entire area made of glass? Look into the different properties of glass. Look into why scientifically you'd want to have a giant, you know, multiple acre property made entirely of glass. You can come up with a very good reason for it, and then that could add to the backstory that you've created for Portal. Now, the best part about creating more backstory for Portal is that pretty much the sky's the limit. It's such a crazy place that you really can't
sorry.
add something
I'm still
that's,
cleaning out the test chambers.
you know, patently
So sometimes
out
they're
of
still trash,
bounds, really.
standing around,
You know,
and being
in the
useless.
wackiness department, at least.
Try to
You,
avoid the
you,
garbage
you really
hurting
can't.
towards you.
There's so much wackiness already going on, like the trash flipping here, that anything that you manage to come up with will probably fit just right. And that's the key. You'll know if what you're adding is right. You'll feel whether it's right or not. And if it's right, it'll feel natural and like something that Valve would add to the series. That's not to say that everything I cook up with when I do an outline of a screenplay makes it into the screenplay. That's the whole point of an outline. It's putting forward all your ideas that you might want to do. And then when you come to putting your screenplay together, to put together an actual full-on document about your screenplay that you can use to plan your plot out,
Remember before when I was
then-
talking about smelly
then
garbage
you
standing
will
around being useless?
have to make a decision
That was a
on
metaphor.
scenes to
I was
keep
actually
or to
talking
lose.
about you. And I'm sorry. You didn't react at the time, so I was worried it sailed right over your head, which would have made this apology seem insane. That's why I had to call you garbage a second time just now.